Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Seema, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you guys exactly why you need to be hopping on Pinterest to market your business or brand organically and why you shouldn't be paying for Facebook ads in the first place. So if you're someone that has just started your business or your brand or your independent startup or whatever it is, you don't want to shell out extra money for investing in Facebook advertising where you're potentially not going to reach the clients that actually are looking for your services. So where you're going to want to go is Pinterest. Pinterest is the perfect place to market your brand or business organically because on Pinterest, people are already on the app or website looking to buy products or services. You're going to want to have to, first of all, start a Pinterest business account. So why this is so important is because with the right amount of keywords and just a little bit of SEO knowledge, you can really market your YouTube videos, your product videos, your TikToks even, to a wider audience that actually care about the things that you're talking about. So Pinterest is a search engine. That's actually what makes it different from Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or any of these other social media platforms. It is an engine where people are literally using SEO terms to search for things that they want to find. That's why having a little bit of knowledge of SEO can get you a long way, and it's not hard. You just need to learn the right keywords to use when pitching your business or brand in terms of organic marketing. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create a Pinterest business account. This is crucial. You're not going to use your Pinterest from 2012 when you were obsessed with blogging about fashion and nail art. I'm still obsessed with fashion and nail art. But you want to start a brand new Pinterest account. On this account, you want to make sure that you are starting a business account and that your header is what people will be looking for. So let's say you are an esthetician and you do eyelashes and eyebrows, just as an example, and your small business is all about getting clientele to your shop so you can do their eyebrows or eyelashes. Let's say you also would like to coach other estheticians on how they can build their online brand. Great. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hop on Pinterest and you want to include these keywords in your header so that people can easily search for you. So something that I would do would be California esthetician if you're in California. You can use your location, or you can use esthetician blogger, or you could do like we do brows, or we do, as your header. And you can also include your name so people get more of a sense of who you are. It's really important to build reputability when it comes to your brand or online business so people know who they're talking to and who they can go for questions, information, or services or products. So after you've done your header, you want to go ahead and include a bunch of keywords in your bio. So this is really important because you want to use all the characters in your bio as possible so that when people search for esthetician, your name is the first one that comes up on Pinterest or Instagram or wherever it is. The next thing you want to do is in your Pinterest profile, under your bio, you're going to want to have the website that links back to whether it be your website or your Instagram or wherever it is that you're trying to drive traffic to. You want to have that link in your bio as well, in your Pinterest profile as well. So then you're going to want to fill out all the necessary other steps. I'm just going to have a screen recording right here. And you're going to want to really make sure that your profile is as optimized as possible before we move on to the next steps. So now that you've done that, the next steps include making sure that all of your boards are titled the names that you want people to kind of search for when they're finding you. So if you want to be found under passive income or online estheticians or eyebrow beauty or something like that, you can have different boards that have these names. So I'm going to give you an example right here. And basically your entire Pinterest should be as optimized as possible. And like I said, you want to have that link driving traffic to the exact link that people can go and click on and view your products or services. So a mistake that I made in the beginning of making my Pinterest profile is that I put my website, which is www.seemamedia.com, as the URL. But that is not the place that I drive traffic to. That's just simply my hub. So instead, I had to go ahead and email Pinterest and be like, can you change my link to this? And I gave them the link that I actually want people to go towards when they are looking at my services. So you want to make sure that link is the proper link just from the very beginning, so you don't have to do what I did and go back and revise that. But you can revise it if you ever mess up or something like that. So that is what you want to do for Pinterest. You want to make sure your boards are optimized and you want keywords in your boards and in your board headers. It also really helps if your Pinterest boards are on brand with your theme. Keep in mind that if you upload idea pins and if you upload pins yourself, that gives you a higher amount of reach when it comes to the traffic that you incur on your profile. So it's really important that you are uploading as many independent things as possible. It's fun to like go on Pinterest and reblog things on Pinterest. I do it all the time. But if you really want to drive traffic to your Pinterest profile so your audience can grow and people can click on your link and view your services or products, then you want to go ahead and upload things individually automatically. So a great app that I use for this is Tailwind. This video is not sponsored, by the way. Tailwind is really, really helpful for this. You can upload, I think it's like 20 pins in the free plan a month. And then if you do the paid plans, you can go even higher. I kind of forgot the limit, but I'll insert it somewhere here. Tailwind is amazing. It is an automated Pinterest scheduling app. So that is really, really helpful for small business owners or brands. So the next thing that we're going to be talking about is exactly what you want to incorporate when you upload your pins. So when you upload a pin or an idea pin, and I'm going to talk about the difference in a second, you want to make sure that you are having keywords in the header of the upload. In the description of the upload, you also want to include keywords about what the image or video is about. And finally, you want to have a link so that when people click on your Pinterest photo or video, they're driven to the link that you want them to go to. So more traffic goes to that link, whatever link this is. So sometimes you can put your Instagram in your photos as well. So when people click on your photos or videos, they are taken straight back to your Instagram profile. Especially if you're a brand, I think that's like the best thing ever, because then you get like all this traffic to your Instagram profile and people can just follow you on there. And they know you because they found you from Pinterest. And so they know you from Pinterest, and now they know you from Instagram, and then now they know you from any link that you have in your bio. So they know what you do and what services you provide. They know the products that you have. They know what your business is about. So they can refer you by word of mouth to anybody that may be looking for someone like you. For example, the esthetician example that I gave, they can refer you as being an esthetician that they would recommend because they see your stories every day now because they follow you on Instagram and blah, 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 right? So that's really, really cool because that establishes a relationship between you, the service provider, the business, and your client or your potential client, your audience, right? So this is really, really important. Cross-traffic relationships are really, really important. So you want to ideally have your potential client know you from TikTok and Pinterest and Instagram, and you want to have kind of the same username as much as you can across all these platforms so that it's really easy to go ahead and look you up and find you. So that is what you want to do when you upload a regular pin, back to the Pinterest workflow example that I was giving you. Now, the difference between a regular pin and an idea pin is that a regular pin is kind of like a one-time upload where you can include a URL, but with an idea pin, you can't include a URL, so it's kind of like a story, but it doesn't disappear from Pinterest. It's just that the dimensions are different. I believe it's a 9x16 dimension for the idea pins, and you cannot include a URL or a link. So this is fine. Actually, it's really cool because idea pins get a lot more traffic than regular pins do, simply because it's a new feature that has been pushed out by Pinterest, so they're trying to promote it as much as possible. So I would, if I were you, upload idea pins consistently as well as regular pins consistently. And I believe on Tailwind, you cannot schedule idea pins. You can only do that manually. So that's another thing to keep in mind. And one more thing to keep in mind, whether you're uploading idea pins or regular pins, is that first of all, you want to have keywords and you want both of them to be SEO optimized, so you want to have keywords in both. But number two is that when you are uploading a pin, you want to make sure that you are giving your audience as much information as they need to stay tapping until the end of the idea pin, because idea pins work again kind of like Instagram stories where people can just tap on it until the very end, and at the end they're redirected to your URL on Pinterest. So that's kind of the difference between regular pins and idea pins. But in idea pins, you want to give your audience just enough information to keep them tapping, but you don't want to give them the entire result of the problem that you're posing in the very beginning of their view of your idea pin. So you want to make sure that you are giving the driving point of information at the end of the idea pin scroll. Okay, so again, it's kind of just like Instagram stories. You tap, 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 and at the end, you are giving your username and things like that. And I believe they can visit a link at the end of your idea pins. So get on Pinterest if you haven't already. If you are a small brand or business or what have you, even if you're a big brand or a big business, get on Pinterest. It is the best app for organic marketing. There's nothing else like it. In fact, it's become so lucrative in the creator economy that they're now offering, like, I think it's, I don't know, some amount of rewards to certain creators on Pinterest, just like Instagram does and just like TikTok does. So if you haven't gotten on Pinterest, get on Pinterest now. Start a new business account, and it can really, really help you out if you're somebody that is in the business of promoting your brand online, which you should be, because everybody is. Even Instagram does, and their Instagram, you know? So just keep that in mind. Organic marketing trumps paid advertising all the time. And this doesn't mean that paid advertising is going to go anywhere, because it's just simply not. It's been in business and it's actually become its own economy for over like such a long period of time that it's actually become its own economy now. So it's really, really lucrative. It's not going anywhere, but that doesn't mean that you should stick to paid ads, because the thing with paid ads is that you are getting your business in front of new eyes all the time, yeah. But usually these people didn't ask and they don't care, and they're probably not going to buy your services because they're not looking for it. If you market yourself organically on Pinterest and you use this free search engine and you learn a little bit of SEO, you can reach an audience that actually cares about what it is that you are selling or the services that you're providing. So this is really, really important. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell for post notifications, and I will see you guys in my next business-based video.